What is going down, AMD family and NVIDIA family? I am recorrecting some stuff. There was some crazy stuff with the last update that happened, but for both of them, it's Days Gone that's been added. Pretty freaking sweet. My name is Mac here at the MacGyver 7 channel. Today we're going to be talking tech news, patch notes on the brand new AMD 21.5.2. For everyone that's new, it's about 90% of you, slam that subscription bell and notification button so you get all the future technology updates in the near future as they roll out through my channel. My name is Mac here at the MacGyver 7 channel, and let's go ahead and roll into the news. Now, as mentioned before, Days Gone was added. We have Microsoft and the DirectX 12 Agility, the SDK, Microsoft shaders in the model 6.6, and there's a few points you can learn to see exactly what are going on with that for as far as the scheduling that is in there. For as far as the fixed issues that we're coming into before we take a sneak peek of Firestrike Ultra, you can see that the update in the Radeon software and the factory reset, deleting the AMD microchip driver folder, which is kind of a bummer, because I mean you need that if you're running AMD chiplet sets. For as far as some other fixed issues we're going to look into, let's go ahead and take a sneak peek at Firestrike Ultra. So our DirectX 11, for most people that are brand new and people that are returning, you know that the brand new driver, the 21.5.2, is going to be on the right. 21.5.1 is going to be on the left, the older driver. So matching them up size to size, you're going to see that, well, it is taking a little bit of a reduction for as far as that. Now, it's not percentage breaking, it's not anything else. This seems like they're adding support for Days Gone and maybe hammering out a tiny bit of fixes that we're going to get into. So back to those fixes, and then we'll take a nice look at what ends up happening with the rest of DirectX 11 and DirectX 12 to see if this is kind of worth installing. Now, if you are experiencing some issues, definitely do a clean install. It definitely helps everything out. And if you haven't already did a DDU, if you've gone so far and it's really whack, there will be a link at the very end of this video that you can click to start your journey and learning how to DDU. It's not hard, very easy, and optimizes your performance on your GPUs as you install them on your PCIe slots. So with Cyberpunk 2077 always being under the microscope, it seems like some shadow corruption inside of the 6000 series graphics cards with ray tracing enabling is still an issue. The intermittent loss of signal in the AMD Link stream and the optimization of the HEVIC for as far as what's been utilized in the 5000 series or later, so I would assume the 6000 is very well grouped into that as well. Download and or launch the Ryzen Mastery button. The Ryzen software may intermittently disappear. That's been an issue, like, seriously since day one, and this is very interesting now that they have their cleaner install, that they mentioned the whole chiplet thing, which is more of the CPU side, and now we're starting to see a direct issue with their, I guess, coding. It's interfering with each other. Weird. Hopefully they iron that out, because that's kind of that'd be annoying. Thank goodness mine doesn't always uninstall. I always check mine. But FPS logging may log incorrectly or fail to log in the Ryzen Mobile 4000, so your laptop users 5000 as well. And the Radeon software experiences some crashes when recording and utilizing. I say utilize the OBS. It's definitely something a little bit more smoother for what you will be seeing. Now, known issues that they have, especially since now Resident Evil 7 is out, and 7 to 8 is definitely a nice little combo. 8 just seals the deal. It makes me want to go to 7 like now, but I have so many other games that I need to beat and updates. So with that, moving on, as my excitement goes for the RE series and its evolution, you can see that the software comes from the Windows 7 platform, updating from the 21.4.1 to the 21.5.1 to release. The factory reset and enable workaround, kind of like what it was said before, is just make sure you're cleaning it up. Factory reset is going to basically be your best runaround. So for Windows 7's people, it's still at large. For the Village, Resident Evil 8, you can see that it experiences intermittent hangups for as far as the TDR and the Radeon 7 graphics cards produces in the first mission of the game. Enhanced sync may cause a black screen to occur when enabled for as far as the games and system configuration. Any users that may be experiencing that with the enabled sync can disable for the workaround, something that's been known for quite some time. Connect two displays, very largely difference inside of the resolutions, and the refresh rates may cause some flickering within the RX Vega series products. The performance and the metrics logging for as far as the features may intermediately report extremely higher incorrect memory values, and the FreeSync may intermediately become locked while on desktops after performing tasks switching between the extended primary display until closing the game, causing poor performance or stutters. A system reset is potentially workaround for this experience. The Ryzen mastery is not detected inside of the Adrenalin software after installation, may need to be restarted, and that's always the workaround for that. For the Ryzen mastery, just restart it, it'll come back. If the blue or black screen is observed in the mobile, temporarily disable the enhanced sign-in. I don't know what that is for the mobile, but most people that have the mobile, there's your answer. Now, for as far as the issues if we already talked about inside of there, it's time for some benchmarks. So let's go ahead and take a deeper analysis of the DirectX 11. As we go into the non-4K version, as we looked before, and there was a little bit of a pullback for as far as what was experienced inside of there, you can see that the graphics points for as far as toe-to-toe, definitely they come back just a little bit, but they're matched on percentage for as far as the score, and you can see that the physics score is one of the things that gets a little bit more of a compliment for as far as what ends up happening with that, which is usually ran off of your CPU. With everything that's been digested with the patch notes and what they've explained, it's not bad to see some things like this happening. I'm just saying that they're working on this. Few points here and there, it's not going to be that bad as long as stability is being felt by the whole community of AMD. Moving on past that to look at the bread and butter, what we had for DirectX 11 on just the Fire Strike. No extreme, just basic, bare bones. Now, this is almost identical when you look at them. It's literally just crumbs that are flaking off at the 88th percentile, as you can look right over here. So with the DirectX 11, to kind of sum up what we're looking at, there's really not that big of a change until you get to 4K, and we're probably looking at a Windows circumvent in order to polish up the bottom of the floor to add a little bit more performance. Now, if you are experiencing some issues between whatever platform of game you are doing and you just installed this, always do a clean install and roll back to the old driver that you had. Again, a DDU will be very helpful and very friendly, but let's go ahead and take a look at DirectX 12. With a lot of games being more pushed onto that platform and ray tracing becoming more of a prevalent field, let's go ahead and see what's happening inside of this newer architecture. Now again, ray tracing in general is another test which I'm going to be testing out on this, and stay tuned for the NVIDIA fans later on. Now, with looking newer and older driver, you can see that there's really not that big of a percentage drop inside of what we can see. Now, point-wise and score-wise, yes, but that's more of a CPU flutter for as far as what's going down with that. So, again, I mean, that's within a matter of maybe 18 points graphically speaking, and no percentile drops in the DirectX 12 4K department. Now, looking at just regular 1080p with the DirectX 12, we can see that there is a little bit of an improvement for as far as the older one. So what does this mean? This means they added support for Days Gone. They hammered out some fixes that they needed to iron out, hopefully for the community, that's felt very well received, and it seems like performance hasn't really dropped that much. So it's not a bad driver to install at the end of the day. Is it the driver that we want? The freaking holy grail of awesomeness and performance? Not quite yet, but stay tuned to see exactly what happens next. My name is Mac again, everyone. Hit that subscription bell, slam that notification bell before you get out of here, and if you subscribe today, who knows, maybe Lisa Sue will actually send me a next generation's GPU in order to test out. That'd be pretty sweet, Lisa. Send me your GPUs, because, you know, they're like all, you know, like really expensive, or you can't find them like they're a rare Pokemon, or NVIDIA in their news, and now they're going to make a low hash rate in order to scare miners to buy their other one, which they're going to charge a lot more for their mining card. Isn't that funny? Like, oh, you're making money off of this, so now we're going to charge you more for a product, and we're going to discontinue the old one, and then just make a gaming line that doesn't have hash rate. This is just genius. We're going to make more profit. It's kind of really sick if you think about it, but AMD doesn't really do that much from what I've kind of like noticed. Maybe they might be doing something in the near future, but from what I've heard, NVIDIA is going in a very different way, and it's going to basically divide two different versions of GPUs as they go. Will they go back? I don't know, but I'll see you guys and gals in the near future. Stay safe, stay classy, and I will see you there for more tech information.